Monitoring spirits are a real thing. That's not just a trend. People who like you the least will watch you the most. They are on the front line. They're the first ones trying to figure out what's going on with you. They can't wait to rejoice at your pain. They cannot wait to make any downfall of yours a kiki. They can't wait to clap while you cry. All that tells you is that they need healing and they are still hurting. That should not affect you. Okay, I posted that my door got kicked in at 2 a.m. while me and my 8-year-old daughter was in here, and I got a message like this. All that lets me know is this person watches me like a hawk in the sky. They are the first to figure out what's going on with me. It ain't even been a whole 3 days. Okay, it also lets me know that they're still hurting. And even the people who don't like me and rejoice at my pain, at my downfall, those people, I want them to heal too. I want you to schedule a session with the lady. I want you to get the deliverance and the healing and the restoration that already has your name on it. Go get you some healing. I'm not even being funny right now. Please, go get you some healing quickly.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing something that has been on my mind of lately, talking about social media and how it has become a playground for monitoring spirit. Might sound a little spooky, but please bear with me, because the reality is, in today's digital age, we are being constantly watched. People just lurk because, you know, we share things more than we actually do realize. It's by an old friend, an ex, or even just strangers. People are just happen to always be lurking. And of course, oversharing on social media does have its consequences, not as always as harmless as we'd want to believe.
So many people have a monitoring spirit and they don't even realize it, or like an envious spirit, the people who will always be in your views, never in your likes, never say congratulations, never say happy birthday, have nothing to say to you when you're going through anything. Like, they are just watching your life. Sometimes they might hit you up, hey girl, how you doing? They don't actually care. I've grown out, finally. I have finally grown out of the whole, I'm gonna keep them on my page so they can see how I'm doing. No, if you're not wishing me well, get away from me. I'm not changing my heart posture. I'm still going to be loving. I'm still going to be caring. I'm still going to be supportive. I'm still going to carry the light that I carry. But you gotta go.
This video, guys, we are breaking down the dangers, of course, oversharing online, and you need to be careful about what you post for the world to see, because everyone is watching, and sometimes a little bit too closely with the good eye. To get into today's video, guys, please remember to like this video for your girl. It's an easy and free way to, of course, support my channel. And if you're new, please consider joining the Islanders family by, of course, hitting that subscribe button to become a part of the Islanders family. You know, as per usual, rock and come in. Of course, you know, Mega have a question for you. So do you think that you overshare on social media? 1, and 2, do you think that you're being watched a little bit more than we actually realize? Drop your thoughts down in the comments and let me just answer the question for myself. Do I overshare on social media? If I'm to be honest, I used to. Yes, I'm guilty. I used to, but not anymore. Girl, get wise up and smart up. Do I think I am being watched a little bit too closely? Absolutely. Hell yeah. What else I can say? That being said, guys, let's talk about the whole idea of monitoring spirits.
Monitoring spirits. What are monitoring spirits? These are the people that sit back and watch everything that you do and prey on your downfall. These are the people that don't miss a story, watch everything you post on your stories. But anything you post, they won't interact with it. They won't like it. And I'm here to tell you, you're not tripping. Like I say, I used to be on the other side, so whenever I hear people say stuff like, you know, this person watching me, or I be thinking, it ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that deep. You get what I'm saying? You're not tripping. You got people sitting back praying on your downfall. That could be a friend, that could be a distant friend, that could be a coworker. You get what I'm saying? And you'll know if it's somebody that you know in real life, somebody that you come with contact with. Whenever you're discussing the things that's going on in your life, when you bring up something good, you can kind of see the disappointment. But you got to pay attention. You know, it's that split second before they got to play it fake, because they're going to show their true intentions the second it slip off your tongue. When you say something that ain't really going your way, you can kind of see the excitement in their face. You get what I'm saying? And they'll want to talk about it more and more and more and provide fake comfort. You get what I'm saying? But whenever something's going good, they to really talk about it. Understand me? But most of the time, it's the people that you know in real life that watch you over the internet but don't interact with nothing that you do. These are monitoring spirits. These are people that sit back praying on your downfall. That's why you got to keep your moves to yourself. You can't announce everything to everybody because everybody don't want to see you do good. Understand me? People got spirits to them. Everybody got a spirit to them, whether it be a good or a bad one. And don't think that it ain't no spiritual warfare going on through this internet, because it is. That's why you got to protect your peace. You know, how do I go about monitoring spirits? I done blocked a few people. Oh yeah, I done blocked them. But some people, I unfollow them. Put the heat on, you know, because you know they're watching. I'll turn the heat up on their ass, excuse my French. But see if they want to unfollow back, you know. If they want to, what's the word? What's what I'm looking for? They want to cast themselves out. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. But then I know what's going on. That gives me more reassurance of what's going on. It's like, all right, bet, I see what I'm up against. But I like to say this too. You can't be a participant. You got to be an inspector. You get what I'm saying? Do what you will with it. Block them, unfollow them, whatever the case may be. But don't be announcing your moves around these people, because these people don't want to see you do good. They want to see you fail. They get enjoyment out of that. Understand, these are low vibrational people. So they seek enjoyment out of seeing people fail. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, monitoring spirits, protect yourself and protect your peace. As within, so without.
I'm sure that you might have come across this term at least once in a life, or maybe you hear people joke about it, saying that, you know, sometimes they feel like somebody is watching them online. And honestly, this is not too far from the truth, because the social media is the perfect environment for people to keep tabs on you without you even knowing or even realizing it. I to recognize this, that I do have one and two people that as I post a story, which I hardly do, but whenever I do, they are the first persons to view the stories. They never like a post. They never make a comment on any of my posts before, nothing like that. But as soon as I post a story, yes, they're there. So clearly you are also seeing my post. So who are these spirits that are actually watching you? Sometimes it can be people from your past, maybe an ex, an old classmate, even your co-workers, and they're just lurking in the background. You really never know if they're really there for genuine reasons, just because, well, they're monitoring.
I watched a video yesterday about how Instagram is just full of monitoring spirits, and I literally couldn't agree with this more. Like, I was just sitting here and deep in, like, all the people that I have that constantly watch my story but never show love to me, never congratulate me if I post something good, like literally just watching what I'm doing constantly. I think what's even weirder, like when it's your birthday and like it's obviously your birthday and you're posting whatever, and people like watch every single story and don't even say like, oh, happy birthday. These people are weird. They are literally just monitoring what's going on in your life. They don't care about you. They don't want to show you love. Like, if you're not interacting with me on my Instagram, what Instagram is for, to interact, to post pictures, like pictures, comment, why are we following each other? So this is your sign to unfollow all those monitoring spirits on your Instagram. Like, at this point, you can be my friend, you can be my cousin, you can be my auntie. I'm unfollowing you.
No, the scary part about it is that it's not just people that you know, but it's also strangers. Yeah, me know, strange enough. These are the people who just stumble on your profile. You know, you might look nice, they see your content, you know, give you a little follow, and they're literally watching you from the sidelines without you even being aware of it. I can attest to this as a content creator. You know, I have all of my social media platforms open. I'll have people who will follow me here and there, and you never see them engage. And honestly, I've seen of lately quite a few even fake pages, and sometimes when I do see a follow, I'll go ahead and look, and of course I am probably one of 4 persons that they're following. No post, nobody's following them, so I immediately, you know, add it to the block list. But later we can build construction, we can build a house, we can build a mansion from that block list.
I think I realized the reason why a lot of us are so fed up with Instagram. We are all just tired of monitoring spirits. And I've noticed there are really a lot. I used to think like, oh, social media is not that serious and I wouldn't take certain things to heart. But you will be surprised how many people are calling themselves your friends or supporters or whatever, and they will make it their job to make sure they watch everything, but won't like, won't repost, won't support, nothing. And I used to think I was crazy. Like, these people will watch every single story, every single video, always in your views. And it's so many people that I notice do this. Monitoring spirits are people that don't support you. You don't know how they feel about you behind closed doors, but they make sure they're on set to watch every single one of your moves. And I don't know about y'all, but that feeling is very uncomfortable to me. Over time, I've like even hid my story from certain people, or like, you know, I'll make our pages unfollow each other because it's not in a way of like beef, but it just be weird. Like, the energy just be weird. And for the comment warriors who are going to come in and try to purposely misunderstand what I'm saying, I'm not saying that even your friends have to be on and care about every single one of your posts. I'm specifically talking about the people who seek out your content 24/7, but never support it. It's very weird. And it's like, you have to ask yourself, why do people do that? And at that point, I'm not the type of person anymore that it's like, oh, I want to post to show off. It's like, I like being surrounded by people who genuinely support me, whether it's online or in real life. So you don't have to follow me. I don't need you to see my content. I don't need the attention. I will not lose my mind if I lose a follower. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if anybody else is going through this, but I'm genuinely tired of monitoring spirits. And I really had to think about why certain platforms just don't resonate anymore. Or, resonate as heavily.
We're putting out so much information these days about ourselves, so it's easy for people to track, monitor, and just sit there like it's a movie and pretty much just watch out your life. But let's get into the real issue, which is oversharing. I think we all have been there, posting a bit too much on social media. You might share a photo or maybe like a detail, and you did not quite think it through, and then maybe later down you realize that, okay, maybe this was a bit too much, let me go ahead and delete it. But once you hit that upload, it has gone out there. As I alluded to before, yes, I used to do this, especially back when we only had a Facebook. You remember i5 days and stuff, but I'm go, step it up a bit with Facebook. When Facebook initially started, it was basically to foster relationships that you no longer had, or to reconnect then with family members and maybe high school friends and stuff like that. So it used to be so innocent until you realize that people start to become jealous of what you post. Then you might post something, this person never engages with your post, and then you might see them in public, and all of a sudden they're bringing up things that they might see on social media, and you're probably like, so you did follow me? Me never know, so you were in my friends list or something like that, and you're surprised. So they're there looking and watching and basically summarizing everything about you without you even knowing it. Can be even a picture of you, of basically staying out late, partying, or even like a personal rant, or you're sharing a little bit too much about your romantic life. And I mean, there are consequences to oversharing, and I can attest to this. We sit down there, they see relationship, what you decide to show, they become envious of it. They want it so bad, or for it not to work, because why are you so happy? You don't deserve that happiness. So of course they're gonna find ways, and they don't even have to physically do anything, just their energy and some prayers that they go pray for you. It's not a PRAY, it is a PREY. They pray on you.
Many of you have been sharing your next moves with monitoring spirits. You think that because this person is your friend, or this person is a family member, and you know this person for a long time, and they're super friendly in your face, and they're nice, and they tell you that they love you, and they tell you that you're anointed, and they speak all these good things to you. But what you don't realize is sometimes there can be a spirit operating through them, so that you can be able to put your guard down and continue to tell that spirit what your next move will be. The next minute you know, you're no longer motivated. All of a sudden things are getting slowed down. You start facing a lot of trials and tribulations. That's because you keep updating a monitoring spirit. And I know you might be thinking, but that's my friend, that's my family, that's this person, that's that person. It's not the person. It's the spirit behind the person. Some people need deliverance and they don't even know it. So start moving in silence. If you want your goals to take off, if you want your dreams to take off, everything that you do in this season does not need to be announced. You keep feeling like you need to share it with someone. You want validation from someone else. You want them to celebrate you. You want them to uplift you and motivate you. And the Lord is saying, just do what I called you to do, and do it quietly. And watch how you'll get there faster when you learn to just move in silence.
I'm not just talking about the people just watching you, for the drama, also for safety reasons of oversharing. And often enough, we don't think about this, but we have seen so many, especially people in the content creation space, has literally lost their lives because of oversharing. Oversharing, guys, can be extremely dangerous.
A lot of us have used our phones to share our location with our friends and family. But this case is a deadly exclamation point on how vulnerable victims can be when they move on if they don't turn location sharing off.
I think it's beyond the anger.
The brother of victim Jose Ruiz, still grieving for his lost dreams, still frustrated his brother's killer could track his every move.
If we would have known that he was being tracked down, even if he would have known that he was being tracked down, things would have been a lot different.
A judge just sentenced Denzel Casaka to 3 decades in prison for stabbing Ruiz to death. Surveillance video captured Casaka confronting his ex-girlfriend and Ruiz in the parking lot outside Ruiz's townhome. You can hear her screaming for him to stop. The day before the murder, Casaka messaged them, "One of you gonna leave leaking."
The victim in this case was stabbed 14 times. 2 of the wounds were fatal, striking both his lung and his heart.
The prosecutor says Casaka was able to track Ruiz and his ex-girlfriend's location through Instagram. Maryland lawmakers now considering 2 bills that would expand the definition of stalking to include electronic devices.
Instances of using electronics to stalk ex-wives, ex-girlfriends in the course of domestic matters, it's probably something that happens regularly, routinely.
Casaka and Ruiz fought with their hands before the murder, and Ruiz allegedly broke the back window of Casaka's car. Casaka's lawyer argues that this was self-defense, and he promises to appeal.
You might post your location or give out more information or details about your day, or just share something so personal that you later regret. In point, I love to watch, particular the day in my life vlogs. So I'll watch them and I'll do them from time to time, but I will never give you a real time day in the life. So if I'm showing you a day in the life video that has happened maybe a week or 2 ago or even a month ago, so it's never ever current. I remember watching this particular creator on TikTok. We are just acquaintances on social media, and she posted a day in my life. She posted the time she got up, she posted the time that she took her daughter to school, she posted the time that she went to gym, how long she worked out for, the time that she left the gym. And I watched it and I'm like, girl, I had to reach out to her in her inbox, and I'm like, honey, I am not telling you what to do, but I'm a girl's girl, and you have posted these intricate, specific details regarding your day and the location, and you're just basically handing a platter to people if they want to harm you. You don't have to do nobody nothing. You don't have to be a criminal. People are just so jealous and envious of you. He's like, oh my God, sis, thank you so much. And of course, she deleted that post because she had every detail in there. So if somebody wanted to find her, they will know that, okay, she leaves the gym at 9 a.m. So we just lay wait her at the gym at 9 a.m. So of course, this information can be used for people with bad intentions to find you, manipulate you, and even cause harm to you. just to wrap it up, right? And of course, don't get me started with, of course, sharing the risk about your finances, your personal struggles, or even your family drama, because people do exploit that too. Don't come on the internet, come back.
I don't care what anybody says. Instagram is full of monitoring spirits, and I actually think it's an extremely negative platform. Like, over the years, I found myself reactivating, deactivating Instagram. But every time I bring myself back to Instagram, I just find that the vibes are bad. They're negative, and I just find that people, all they do is watch you like a hawk. They never support. They're never like, TikTok and Instagram, two extremely different platforms. And I've actually heard this from a lot of different people, that they just feel like Instagram is full of monitoring spirits, people that want to watch you but never support you, people that just want to to see what's going on in your life, just don't really understand the whole Instagram thing. And for me, I think I'm going to deactivate it again, honestly, because I find what does Instagram do? It doesn't do anything for my life, I'll be honest. It just helps people be able to keep up with you and keep up with what you're doing and where you are. And yeah, boo, I'm over Instagram. It's full of monitoring spirits, and I don't want to be monitored.
You have this false sense of security when it comes to privacy on social media. You might have your profile set on private, right? Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about this. I'm sure you are all familiar with a gated community. So it's a community where several homes are built, and in that community, there's a wall surrounding it. Yeah, a high wall usually. And then there's a main entrance, usually, and then there's a security post, meaning that no random person from the street is just able to walk in or drive in without going through that security. And when I'm saying going through that security, it means that your name has to be on a list that person that lives in the community is expecting you, otherwise they're going to turn you back. But what is going to stop me from going to get a ladder tall enough to go over that wall, down to the back, over that wall? I've seen and heard so many stories of people being robbed that are living into gated communities. I'm just seeing people who live in the community with you. I'm going to land this plane very soon. You see what I'm talking about, right? Because we know that we have the account set on private, we're careful, or maybe a little bit more relaxed in what we share, right? But here's the thing. Privacy setting on social media is like a big joke, because you have a close friends list where you might have 10 people that you say, these are my close friends. They can see everything that the general public can't see. However, I have seen so many arguments online because of somebody screenshotting information of something that somebody posted in their close friends list, and of course sharing it for the public to see. Before you know it, things that you don't want to go public has been exposed. Know that it is not as secure as it seems. Just in case you never know, now you know. So you really never know who is seeing what, and that is a part that is a little bit unsettling. So we are walking around in a world where we're constantly being monitored, and I don't know about you, but I think it's kind of exhausting sometimes. I might say that, but then again, this is what I signed up for, so I can't really complain, right? At the end of the day, social media is a great way to connect with your friends and to share memories or even grow your business. But we have to remember, what we post is always going to be out there. Even if you hit that share button once, you basically have given up control, and it's up to you to decide just how much you're really willing to share with the world. Be a little bit more mindful, yes. Just be aware that you're always being watched, even though you don't know it's by whom, but it may be by people that you know or people that you don't know. It's really up to us to decide how much of ourselves we really put out there. And to stay safe online, and remember that social media doesn't need to know every single detail about you. To hear your take and your thoughts about this topic, of course, so let me know, of course, down in the comments. And this is where we're gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Remember, guys, if you haven't already liked yet or subscribed, now's the time to go ahead and do so. And if you want to continue to watch more relatable videos like these, you can go ahead and click that up next video right here on your screen and enjoy the day away. As per usual, guys, thank you so much again for watching until the end of another video. My name is Jody, and I aspire to inspire. Until next time, guys, walk good.